Voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
So hello, welcome to Hockey Etiquette, the long-awaited debut of my wonderful, wonderful web show where we're going to talk about hockey, or lack thereof, on December 9th, 2012. 12 days away from the end of the world, and we haven't seen hockey yet. I'm a little upset. Obviously I'm a St. Louis Blues fan. Sorry if some of you don't like that. You don't have to watch the video for sure. Guys, I'm a hockey fan through and through. Just a little bit about me. I started watching the game because I thought this player that had a really cool name that sounded like a hockey name was the guy that I wanted to be a fan of. Keith Kachuk over my let's see, that shoulder there. He had that cool hockey player name, so that's what got me into it. And then I started following the game and actually understanding and learning. Where I'm from in West Kentucky, there is no hockey. They make fun of hockey because basketball is the real sport. Once I learned hockey, I told them, I'm like, guys, you get to run around in a pair of shorts and a tank top and throw a ball at a hoop. These guys are skating around on two little bitty pieces of metal, pushing a 3-inch round piece of rubber towards a net with a stick that's got a little hook on it, and then they got to get it past a guy standing in front of the net that's got padding, a stick, a glove, whatever. There's nothing like that in basketball. All the while trying to avoid people destroying you. Basketball, you get touched, that's a foul. You get a free shot. Come on. I digress. So let's talk about the lockout. I'm sick and tired of fans saying, "Oh, we're the only ones that are really losing out. Those players, those owners, Guys, you know what? I'm pissed. I'm pissed that I paid for my season tickets. I'm pissed that I haven't gotten a product yet. I feel like that guy on eBay that paid for the item and is still waiting and waiting and waiting. A lot of us are like that. A lot of people are saying they're not going to go back to hockey. Because they're done. This lockout is it. They're through until Gary Bettman's done. You know what? Who cares? Those people are going to come back. They might not come back immediately, but they're going to be back. We sat through 1,500, 2,000 people in the Scottrade Center, for games and games and games. It was so quiet that you could hear a pin drop at some points. At some points, when you're sitting up in the upper bowl, you could move down into the lower bowl and get a seat a couple of rows off the glass. That's not good. But the sport prevailed. People got excited about it. They were doing things to make it happen, and now we've come to this. I guess it's an impasse. I'm not really sure what to call it, but it's finger pointing. It's two third graders bickering. Do the fans lose? Absolutely, the fans lose. There's a bar downtown from it's a couple of blocks down from the Scottrade Center where the Blues play. That bar's having a rough time. That's the bar that everybody goes to after a hockey game or before a hockey game. There's a bunch of those kind of places everywhere across the country. It's not the fans that are losing out because we have alternatives. We can watch the AHL. We can still follow some of our favorite players over in Russia. We're losing out because we're not getting those games from our favorite teams. But stop saying that we're the ones that are really losing. People that are really losing are the people that work at these arenas, the people that make their living from hockey. I have a friend that works in the shop down at Scottrade Center that he's scared he's going to lose his job. His manager already lost their job because there's no hockey season. They're not selling anything. It's like that everywhere. You look at some of the bars. We'll go into that. Those bartenders, those bar owners, they're not making any money. They live and breathe off of the sports wherever they are. If it's in New York, if it's in Philly, those owners of those restaurants and bars around that arena area, those are the guys that are suffering. The people that, as much as I hate them, make their living selling autographs. You know what? Those guys, how are they going to make their living now? Because there's no players to autograph anything at practices, so they don't know what to do. Those are the guys that are creative. But it's frustrating. It is the fans that are losing, but it's the people that rely on hockey as their source of income. This monkeying of the owners and the players. I was upset on this past Wednesday, I think it was. I read some report somewhere that THN was TSN, was reporting that, that there was a deal done. Come on, don't report that and not have the facts. Could have been a bogus report. I was excited. I was ready. I was getting ready to walk downstairs and get all my jerseys off the hangers from the basement and bring them upstairs and get them cleaned up. From sitting down there all summer long. That was how excited I was. And then I get back in the truck, go get some dinner, and all of a sudden there's a report that the talks have fallen apart, that the NHL refused the NHLPA's offer. Really, guys, it's hockey. Owners are being greedy, players are being greedy. I'm sorry, shut up about the greed. It's the owners who own the team. They're the ones that pay the bills. I get it, the players are the ones that draw the fans, and they have to be making money, but guess what? If the owner can't make payroll because he's giving all of his profits to the players, that's a problem. The guy owns the team. That group owns the team, whoever it is. They take the financial responsibility for this. It's not the players that are taking the financial responsibility for the team. It is the owners. So this whole, split it down the middle. No, you know what? 55-45 and call it a day. That's what it should be. Owners get 55%, players get 45%. This make whole clause that they're having such a hard freaking time about. You know what? Just do it. Just do it. Who cares? Get over yourselves. Do the damn make whole clause, and that's it. We're 3/4 of the way to a deal. We got a couple more hurdles to go through. I don't understand why the quote-unquote owners have a problem with longer contract lengths. Yeah, there's ways to circumvent the salary cap. I understand that. And you know what? It ticked me off that New Jersey did it, and I guarantee that the Wild would have figured out a way to do it, and everybody else would have figured out a way to do it. But guess what? I just ticked off two names that they just did longer than 5-year deals. I'm pretty sure Nashville did that. Who else has done that? There's a lot of owners that have signed more than 5-year deals. Are they wanting this clause to protect themselves from themselves? I mean, seriously? Just don't do it. Get over this contract limit term clause, whatever it is. Get over it. Just let the guys sign for however long they want. But make the contract length, you have to pay them the same. If you're going to pay them $30 million, you're going to sign them to 15 years, they're only getting $2 million a year. If they retire before the end of that contract is up, guess what? They don't get anything. They don't get front-loaded. If they want that whole $30 million, then they have got to play for that 15 years. They're not going to get it any other way. You've got your bonuses and your signing bonuses and your performance bonuses, whatever. Those are fine, but those hit your cap from what I gather too. So who cares? Do whatever you need to do to get some hockey back on the ice. The owners are losing money, the players are losing money, the fans are upset, the business owners in the area are struggling. They're the ones that sponsor the teams and support the teams. They're those business owners are the guys. And God, I don't own a business down there because I'd be in rough shape. So this is my message. This has been a gigantic ramble for my first episode, but I feel like it's a lot of stuff that needs to be said. There's a lot of people that are upset about this lockout. There's a lot of people that don't want to go back. And, the message is, look, you know, you don't abandon your ship if you're the captain. We're, hockey fans are a unique breed, especially in the U.S. We see ourselves as an elite group, but we also get upset because nobody likes hockey. You know, we're those people. We're fans, short for fanatic. We are crazy about a sport, and I don't care. I do not care if you're pissed off because you're not getting to see it. You got other ways to see hockey. If you're a true fan, then you're gonna find other ways. You know, do not give up. Do not say you're gonna abandon hockey. I talked to a woman who said, "I'm never going back to hockey. I've been a season ticket holder for 25 years." You know, you weren't a hockey fan. If you're never going back and you're pissed off because there's a lockout this year, lockouts happen, yeah, they do. They've happened a lot in the last 10, 15 years. And I get that. And it sucks. And it pains me. But stay with the ship. It's going to come back. Hockey etiquette.